the obvious gap in production
Spread the sweet talker's message
and the Nutty Professor effect.
like I spread my legs. No, no.
The girl is entitled,
Yes.
and the other girl said, I said what I said, aka Big Sperm.
And I ain't changing it.
Why does it always go there?
It comes from the top. It is me. It literally
The top.
it comes from the top.
The minge was minging.
I'm sitting up here talking about being a top while I have on the most feminine. What I love is when the producers cut back and show you exactly what somebody said.
Okay, mantis.
Dress like a lady, talking about climbing somebody back. Okay, girl.
That's right.
She said, I'm going to give it to somebody who I feel like has been doing consistent in the competition. I think Cynthia is somebody else that's been overlooked in this bracket as well. Your ego told you that that was you. She didn't say your name. I didn't want to hear a bunch of cuckoo this season. Oh, she might have a little language barrier. She's not going to get me together.
Yes, Alyssa.
And Alyssa got her all the way together at that table.
And you're still the bitch.
And you're still the bitch. She said, you want to start the morning like this? Okay, let's go. Do you feel observed? You gonna see me tonight.
Michelle will have to see me like this.
Pew pew.
And yeah.
Yeah. It was a lot easier to swallow. Well.
Wings, I don't care to see it on the stage unless they fry hard with a side of lemon pepper. You know, I live for a good Mozilla moment. They hating on Denali on this bracket, man.
I knew it! I knew it!
Daya, this look was fucking fantastic.
Oh, I don't know what she was going for.
Pinata. That's what she was going for.
Girl, you just don't want to win. Just say you don't want to win, because you're not. You're not going to win. The Acid Betty, you are the real MVP. And then All-Star 6, she got ate up because Kylie had her titties out. When she said, I am designing for Cuckoo in the next bracket, everybody go home.
She let them hoes know what was up from the beginning. I'm doing the bending.
I'm doing the bending. Shouts out to Acid Betty for doing the bending. Yes.
Give me the honey, give me the honey, yeah. Give me the honey, and let me love it, yeah. No, 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 no.
Oh yeah, I also want to touch base on the obvious gap in production and the Nutty Professor effect that
No, 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 no.
bitches were in the brackets as Sherman Clump and came out as Buddy Love in the next semifinals. And I'm here for it.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody say love, Buddy Love.
You are an ass. You are an ass. We were all thinking it though. We were all thinking it.
Blame it on the edit.
You know how they normally between like they make them with the same thing for the confessional, like
Yeah.
how they was like, "Child, y'all don't fit none of that shit no more, no way."
Okay, come on, let's get sickening. What's good, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of your favorite RuPaul's Drag Race review show, Drag It. I'm your host, Mukari Rashad, aka Big Sperm, and this is my beautiful co-host, Chase Katz.
Oh, well, yes. Welcome, welcome everyone to the show. I'll just ask now. Please tip us, please, please. Thanks for being here, for subscribing. If you haven't already, do so, please. Like this video, yo. We see a healthy amount of views, right, on the videos, and we thank y'all for that. But if you watching the video, please tap that thumbs up, tap that like button for us. That's gonna help other homosexuals see us. You see what I'm saying? It's about community.
Absolutely.
Spread the sweet talker's message, like I spread my legs. Yes. And with that, niggas in wigs.
What he said. And even if you ain't a homosexual, you can like this too. We welcome all here.
That's right.
We welcome all.
That's right.
So get your ass over here and tap our buttons.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Behold. Go ahead.
Mind you, y'all, we've been on this freaking live, like talking for the past hour and a half, and we're just not about to start the show. So they'll let you know where we are. But we're gonna go ahead and dive into this day. We won't be here before you long. We're gonna go ahead and cover these things, cover like the hot topics, cover the things that you probably don't want to talk about, and we'll get into these challenges and these runways and see what the hell is going on with this bracket number 3. So
real quick, as a grace,
yeah.
Any of you guys out there who watch other YouTube channels who do drag race content, I think that's fantastic. I do as well. I have a few that I'm like a fan of. I think they're really dope. But I gotta say, 2 things happen when I watch those things. The first thing that happens is a lot of times, even in watching the pit stop, and I don't watch any of this stuff until after we record. So let's be clear, okay? I'll watch and we will be affirmed in a lot of what we say. And I love that. But the other thing I love too is that there's certain things that we do here on the Sweet Talkers, on Drag It. There's certain things we talk about. There's certain perspectives that we have that you are not going to get anywhere else but here.
Facts.
I can't, off the top of my head, name another YouTuber who has it. Nobody's got this perspective. So girl, make this part of your rundown. I watch several different breakdowns. I do. I know y'all do too. This ain't the only one y'all watch. But add it in, like it's comment, all that stuff. Yes, it's special around here, Hole.
Exactly. Listen, get in or get out. But we'd rather have you in rather than out. Okay?
Stop.
Why does it always go there?
Because it's me. It comes from the top. It is me. It literally it comes from the top. It's me. And you know what makes it even better? I'm sitting up here talking about being a top while I have on the most feminine, like
okay, mantis.
Just a lady. Dressed like a lady talking about climbing somebody back. Okay, girl.
Listen, you got your mantis on and I got my bonnet on. So we good. We good. Shout out to all the people that wear their bonnet in public without any shame. I don't give a damn what anybody got to say about you. Fuck them people, bitch. If you want to wear your motherfucking bonnet, your hair scarf, your hair wrap out there in public, let the bitches be mad. Let them judge. Let them do what they do. Bitch, you do you. Love you. Always. Peace. And with that being said, we gonna get into this motherfucking episode and talk about these drag queens, aka niggas in wigs. And we are going to be diving into episode 9 of this all-star season. And Chase, why are you weak over there? What is happening?
No, I'm just niggas is one of my favorite things I've ever come up with. It really is. I don't know why. It's really stupid. Like it really is.
Yes. So we said this a bit earlier. We're both in agreement that this is definitely the best episode of Bracket 3. Just cohesively, there was the drama, the people brought it in the challenge. I wasn't mad at anybody in the challenge. I wasn't mad at anybody in the runway except for one person, and we'll get there when we get there. But let's dive straight in. As you all know, the last episode, it was a bit crazy going on, you know, thinking the ginger minge. The minge was minging, okay? And we ain't even got to step back into that, but we are now at the point where the girls are giving away their MVQ points, most valuable queen points, aka benefactress badges. And yeah, there's a bit of drama in the workroom because the girls, I won't say the girls, the girl is entitled, and the other girl said, I said what I said.
And I ain't changing it. Like, okay. So before we even get to that, I just want to say, because she not only gathered Daya, Alyssa Hunter not only gathered Diabetes up, but she also lightly put Ginger in her place as well. She let her know, hey sister, we saw that.
Yeah.
We saw that, because she was like, girl. And first of all, her lip sync look that she had on, that black with that wig and the everything.
Yes.
She was like, so it was Denali. So, I didn't think it was that sickening, but I'm not the judges. Like, I'm not the judges.
Yeah.
That was the first thing she ate. And then what I love is when the producers cut back and show you exactly what somebody said, because Daya is up there mad because she didn't get Alyssa's point when Alyssa never promised her that hoe.
No.
She never said, Daya, it's a gnat in here, and she never said, Daya, I'm going to give you my point because you've been consistent.
Right.
She said, I'm going to give it to somebody who I feel like has been doing consistent in the competition. Your ego told you that was you. She didn't say your name. And what you thought, she thought it was cute. She thought, oh, let's make a little TV moment. Oh, she might have a little language barrier. She's not going to get me together. And Alyssa got her ass all the way the fuck together at that table. She said, you want to start the morning like this? Okay, let's go.
Yeah. And it was very well deserved because, like you said, she never said that. And then when you are judging, and if you are judging somebody on consistency, that is so subjective. That's going to be subjective to how they see it. So what makes you think that, oh, this is going to be all me? She said that I'm going to give this point away based on consistency, even though she kept saying consistently. It was the funniest thing.
But that's the thing that made it funny too, is because she is no tea. It's just her second language, and she's dragging you right now.
She wore her out.
And you can see, like, when Daya knew she had lost it, but she was still trying to, and Alyssa was like, no, it's done. It's done. I said what I said, and I've done nothing wrong to you.
And you're still the bitch.
And you're still the bitch.
Yo, said that, I was like, yes, Alyssa.
I lived. And then, I don't know if you're going to bring this up later or not, but was she again now we about to go on the runway 8 days later. This we are 2 months away from this. And now you're coming to me before we go on the runway to talk about, hey girl, I heard you the first time. Mm-hmm. And what you said the first time was bullshit. And I said what I said the first time, and you heard that. Get out of here. She was like, girl, go do your makeup. Shut up.
Yeah. Exactly. Right. I don't know if y'all noticed it, but please tell me that when Rue came on and gave his announcement, you know how he comes on the screen in the workroom, give the girls their challenge, and Rue is like, everybody say love. Meanwhile, Alyssa is pissed. She's not saying shit. It's all over her face. Everybody's like, meanwhile, Alyssa's like, fuck this. I don't want to fuck this bitch up. I just love that moment so much. That's how you know that shit was real. Daya really had her fucked up. She probably said a whole lot more than what was on screen. If we get down to the edit, I need a director's cut of this episode. I need it right now. I probably should go and watch Untucked of this episode because I did not watch it. So I know it's probably some good tea in that. But shout out to Alyssa Hunter. Huh?
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, shout out to Alyssa Hunter for holding her ground, for not letting these entitled queens that feel like they deserve points that they did not earn. Like, shout out to you, girl. We love you.
Shout out to Will, because I know he's going to get down in them comments and let us know what happened in Untucked. I know he is.
Okay.
So is Malad. I be seeing y'all in the comments. I remember y'all consistent ones. I remember your names. I do. Shouts out to y'all.
Period. So with that being said, we get down to it. I gotta say, when I was watching the teaser for this episode, I was like, oh god, it's gonna be one of those episodes, because these challenges can either be really good or they can be really bad.
I thought it was gonna be bad. I did.
Yes. So the girls are improvising as dolls on this dating show called The Golden Bachelor. Of course, modeled after The Bachelor. And I thought it was really interesting that they did not allow the girls to choose their parts this time, and Rue actually assigned them.
I agree. I noticed that, but I also noticed I was like, you know what? He set them all up for success.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. So with all the rigory going on, that wasn't part of it. And I was appreciative for sure.
Yes. Agreed. Because all of them killed their roles.
They did a great job, man. Like I feel like they really had to like because you have to pick a top and the bottom. They had to pick a top and the bottom, you know. But
Right.
I did a good job, man. I was pleasantly surprised because I thought it was going to be cringy with some of them, and it wasn't.
Yes. Yes, indeed. So we get down to it. I want to talk about the girl who keeps getting looked over first. I want to put her in first position this time and highlight her very, very first. Fucking Denali Fox, y'all. I want them to stop playing with my girl because Denali was the needy emotional support animal. What was it? Danielle the Spaniel.
Yes.
And she absolutely murdered that role with the whole like nervousness, like she was just killing it. Yeah,
you know,
nervous is on the back.
because you know the dogs they be having the vest on that says that made me laugh. I was like, okay. And even down to like the way she like the wig choice, because it was all limp and just kind of like
Yes.
this is like the perfect her mannerisms and energy worked really well. I enjoyed her, man. I did.
Yeah, absolutely. And it parts of it, like some of the parts, she definitely has some Jonathan Van Ness like creep in there.
Yes.
It was like, and it was just taking me back to Snatch Game. I was like, this bitch is nuts. This bitch is nuts.
Jonathan Van Ness was a British bitch.
I could definitely see what the judges were saying. Like it got switched up a bit once they got to the hot tub, and I wasn't mad at that. But she absolutely killed that.
But they didn't give that same critique. Now the rigory wasn't super crazy this episode. I'm gonna just say that.
No, it wasn't.
But when they gave Denali that critique, they didn't give Ginger that critique either. Because
Ginger had several characters.
yeah, she was supposed to be. Now she played up the drunk really well, but she was supposed to be a first responder, and I don't remember that ever coming up in the set. So if you're gonna dock somebody for not hitting a character point, then dock somebody else for not hitting a character point as well. Now you could blame it on the edit. It could have been chopped out. I don't know, but you know that said, Ginger. We knew Ginger was gonna do great in this.
Yes,
she's fantastic. The accent choice. The way she painted her face, like the deep creases and shit, like before she even said, I was like, "Yo, this is stupid."
Yes,
and even like I think when they was at the table, where Hobie said, when he said, "I'd like to make a toast," and under her breath, she was like, "I don't even have any bread." I fucking died. I was like, "Who is thinking about that?" Like, it was great. She did a fantastic job. Thought she was great, man.
The Brandy reference. When she said, "Have you ever?"
She leaned in. She leaned in and sat there.
Have I ever? What? And walked off like, what the fuck?
Everybody had a moment that got a laugh out of me. Alyssa when she had the teats and the puppies hanging off of them.
Yes,
it was great. I thought Cynthia. I think Cynthia is somebody else that's been overlooked in this bracket as well. And that's why I'm kind of glad that it went the way it went in the end. Because last week she did a fantastic job. And this week she did a fantastic job. I think that her runway killed her this week, though.
Yes.
I think that's
what Chihuahua was crazy.
Everything. And it was like, I was expecting, and this is what I'm saying, like the redemption. Like, number one, I didn't want to hear a bunch of cuckoo this season out of her. And to be honest with you, they've said it more than she has.
Yes.
And I live. Okay. But also I don't think before the season, people really took her seriously as a threat. as a good entertainer, as thing like she was just crazy cuckoo. And like I feel like, and even with this challenge, because I was expecting that, sister came out. She said, "No, I want to give you Catholic subdued. I want to give you like," and she could put the sweater and shit. That was stupid. Like,
the veil.
you know, like, oh, and I was like, "Yo, she's good at improv. This is fantastic." Even when I think she dragged Acid Betty in the workroom, and the way she said it made me laugh even harder. Acid was explaining her character that she was going to be playing, and Cynthia was like, "Do you feel observed?" I was like, "Yes, drag her." I love it. Do you feel observed is everything. But no, she's been overlooked in this bracket, so she did a fantastic job in the challenge also. She did.
Indeed, for sure. Acid, while you were on her, killed it as well. When she was, yes, she looked amazing. The ears were super cool. But when she was giving her commands, like, it was just perfect, man. It was perfection. Like the whole sit commands and all that. Like Acid straight killed it. Also, Daya, she played herself as her dog, and it was cool. It worked for her.
It did. She like honestly, and we'll get there later. I wasn't expecting her to win this one though. Not because she did bad, but just because I felt like it was safe. It was good. Yeah. It was safe. You know what I'm saying? I did appreciate. I forgot exactly what it was, but she said, "Oh yeah, something about arms," and she was like, she said hands, arms, paw, like because she had the camera. Right. And she looked great. That pink was everything.
Yes, and wasn't she also the person that referenced Paul Roach?
Bitch, thank you for that. That was a good one. That was good.
Like she had a lot of. I guess like looking back and thinking about it now, she had a lot of good one hitters. Like even when she was like friends, no friend, my owner.
Yeah.
Like she was
okay. I guess I just wasn't it. Anybody could have honestly, they could have made anybody the winner of this, I suppose. So
yeah, they all did really good, seriously. And I would probably say if it had to be a bottom two in this, it would be Alyssa Hunter and Alyssa Hunter. That's it. Like, and nobody was saying that she did bad. It's just if we had to put somebody there, I think out of all the girls, she did the least fascinating job. I'll say it that way.
Yeah, but the effort was there, and it was much better than what she did in her season. My God, that was cringy. Season 14, I was like, I don't like this. It's making me uncomfortable. This, I was like, she's doing good. It's not as great as everybody else, but like nobody bombed. And that's one thing I'll say about this season so far. I don't think anyone's bombed on anything.
No.
This is a strong, like, cast of all-stars. Shouts out to All-Star Sin, to these queens.
Yes, indeed. And the Bitchler himself, any thoughts?
Bro. When I don't know who he is, and so when they said his name, I was like, okay. And then they put a picture up there. I was like, ooh. I was like, he is handsome. And then like the picture, I like nice lips. I like full lips. And the picture, he was smiling and like he didn't really have none. So I was like, he cute, but he ain't got no lips. But then when we got to the challenge, and I was like, no, he actually got real pretty lips, man.
He was gorgeous, man. But yeah, he's known for like on Fire Island and the show that they had, Kim Cattrall from Sex and the City, Glamorous. I don't know if you've seen it on Netflix.
It's more, this network is very black, very gay. So there are some spaces I may be blind to, and some white gay culture things are not in my purview.
I'm just acting like I know what's up, girl. I got his Wikipedia pulled up. I'm playing. I just had this Wikipedia pulled up. I was gonna try to get all reporter-ish on y'all real quick, bitch. I got that Wikipedia pulled up real quick. Y'all ain't catch that.
She's a journalist, huh? Journalist. Shouts out to him and his fine self. Very attractive man. I super appreciate it. And I appreciate this challenge. I want them to continue this challenge. I liked it when they did it in All Stars 3. I thought it was and so why did it take so long to bring the bitchular back? Keep it coming. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good challenge.
It is.
So yeah, with that being said, we're gonna talk about this motherfucking runway. Let's go ahead and get down to this runway.
Bitch.
And huh?
I said bitch because it's a couple of these hoes who hit this runway and said, "You gonna see me tonight."
Listen, you already know what I'm gonna bring up. You already know where I'm headed once we get there.
I know, but even that, of the best looks, which she is in of the night, to me, there were probably two more that even tore that out the frame. Let's do this.
The best look of the night goes to Michelle Visage. If we really want to get into it, if I was RuPaul, I would sit that bitch on the off side of the stage. You go sit over there because you can't keep looking like this on my motherfucking show.
You know what I would do? I would have the only camera that shoots Michelle be from down here. So all her shots look like this. Everything. Everything. Fuck that.
Michelle will have to see me like this.
You ain't never lied.
Like seriously.
Michelle is too damn pretty, man. You sucking focus away from me on my show.
Facts. Like she's gorgeous. She's just gorgeous. Let me frame up my shit now. But anyway.
It was worth it for the effect. It was worth it.
Yeah, you know. And yes, I have on underwear, drawers, shorts. You know, they just all in my crevices right now because I'm sitting with my legs wide open like I got a dick because I do. Now, let's dive into these runways real quick. And the category is paper dolls. And first up, we got our girl, Alyssa Hunter.
Now, when you said best look of the night.
Facts. You know, at first, I got to say that I was a little thrown off by the silhouette of it all because it was just like in a regular shape. But as I got into it more, it was pure art. I wasn't mad at it. I'm like, this is dope as fuck. Down to the shoes, like the face. Can we just sit that face on a pedestal real quick? Like,
yo, and you know what's crazy? You said that. The fact that she had all that on, and when she came out, I went immediately to the face.
Yes.
You know what that says about your paint skills and like just your structure and like that's everything. Everything.
Yeah.
And like you said, the shoes, when RuPaul called them bull daggers, I lost it.
Yes. No, that thing was so dope. Like she looked fucking amazing, man.
I gasped when I was like, wow, this is incredible. I feel like if this was a regular season and let's say she was in the bottom, like say she was in the bottom 3, I feel like this would have kept her from lip syncing. This look would have kept her from having a lip sync because Alyssa, it's probably my favorite thing she's worn on the show ever. I'll say that. I'm comfortable.
Listen, one thing about it, she might not be able to sew, but she gonna make her cardboard and her tape and everything else work for her. And this is how it's done. Okay. This is how it's done. So shout out to Alyssa Hunter. This look was immaculate. We love it. It is chef's kiss.
Fantastic job this season. You redeemed yourself, queen. We see you. Like, yeah, pew pew. Yes.
Right. But yes. So next up, we got Ginger Minge.
I liked this. I liked the dress. I liked the color. I knew when she came out, I was like, it's not Marie Antoinette, but it's
not.
But it's brushing up against it in a certain kind of way. All that said, I like the look. I thought the structure of it was great. The color. I didn't love how she did her makeup. I don't know what I would have changed, but it was just not my favorite. Especially, she looked the fool in her lip sync outfit. But I like this. I liked it.
the biggest fan of it. Maybe because of the color that she chose to go to with the pages. I can appreciate the art of it though. I saw it and it instantly reminded me of the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Um, but I can. This is something that I can appreciate, but I don't love.
Same.
Um,
Yeah, yeah,
and yeah, it was cool. It was ginger. And yeah,
yeah. Go ahead, man.
what's up?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. What y'all think, man?
Stop it! I say, stop it.
What y'all think about Ginger's look? This I'm glad this episode wasn't so latent with rigor mortis. I am glad.
Yeah,
It was a lot easier to swallow. But great, nice look, Ginger. Nice look. Yeah.
yeah. Next up, someone who killed the fucking runway. Denali Fox is in the house. Can we talk about artistry? Because why is this fox and these wings? Now, there's two things I don't care for, and that's wings. I don't care to see it on the stage unless they fry hard with a side of lemon pepper. And I don't want to see Marie Antoine on the stage ever again.
Right.
So this here, though, I'll take it. I live for a good Mozilla moment.
Mozilla, I knew it. I knew it.
If we can get a good old Mozilla moment, I am here for it. That was insane. The fact that was all paper. Amazing, Denali. Amazing.
Literally what you said. I feel like I want to say to Denali, since your season aired, I have been saying every time that you've come up on any show that I don't get it. Like, seems like a nice girl, lovely personality, but I don't understand. I get it. I get it now. So I am so glad you came back for All Stars 10. I love when the queen shut me up, man. It's my favorite thing in the world. When you think you got an idea, and they're like, no, let me show you why I'm that good. You know?
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
I mean, fantastic season, Denali. I 100% believe that one of the judges are going to put you in the lottery to come back. I say that for her. I say that for Carrie, and I say that for Tina, off the top of my head. I feel like they deserve another shot. But yeah, man. This Denali, this was probably one of my favorite looks that you've done. It was just so well done. So well done.
Yes, it was gorgeous. And shout out to her for that ice skating video that she posted on her social media, dancing to Defying Gravity. If y'all ain't seen that, go watch it. It's fucking beautiful, and she's just a stunner on the ice. This is a Denali Stan account right here. I don't care what y'all say. I love that queen. I've been rooting for her, and I will continue to root for her. So shout out to Denali. But next up,
you would make it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because my fave made it, and I wanted your fave to make it too. And it would have been fierce to get to the end and have it be like Bosco and Denali. That would have been fierce.
they hating on Denali on this bracket, man. Like,
they are. And they didn't expect her to come in and like disrupt it like this. They didn't expect. I don't think they expected what they got out of the queens in this bracket. I think they thought it would have been easier to rig it, or we wouldn't have cared so much. But I don't think they realized that Acid Betty was gonna come in here a totally different person. I didn't think they realized that Denali was gonna come in here and slay how she did. I don't think they realized that Alyssa was gonna come in and be good at everything, basically. I don't think that they even considered what I said a few weeks ago when I was like, this is also a social game. And Cynthia Lee Fontaine is amazing.
mm-hmm.
People love her. They didn't consider that.
Yeah.
And so, hell yeah, we see the riggery. Hell yeah, we mad about it. Because god damn it, like, these queens are showing up and you playing in their face.
Yeah, looking at the lineup, it seems like they tried to not give Ginger any competition.
And she had it. and
and
they
she
want
had
to
it.
show bitches.
Yeah. But it definitely views that way. I don't know if that was the intention, but it definitely looks that way to me. And if you don't see it how I see it, then pluck my eyes out and give me 2 more.
Because honestly, because if they was really about that, for me, if I'm producing this show, I would have never done that. I would have put Ginger in bracket too, with Georges and Mistress, and I would have done that.
Yeah.
It's more entertaining. That's gonna push Ginger in a way she hasn't been pushed. That's gonna make her do things like that's gonna create the better TV. Not this we know Ginger's good. We know that. We know.
And I don't really care for the fake reactions to her winnings because she know what's up. Ginger knows what's up.
I think she was surprised to win. I think she was surprised last week to win. I think she was. Now I do.
To win the lip sync, yeah,
I think she was surprised. But you are right. It's like, girl, I know y'all behind when the cameras are down, y'all all talking about it. The 6 of y'all like, girl, no, Ginger. And Ginger's like, yeah, girl, I know.
Yeah.
They did that on All-Star 7. They all when they were filming All-Star 7, like they knew. They were like, girl, not only is she a production favorite, but Jinx is kind of eating us up. So they knew and they talked about it, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Girl.
Facts.
Don't be surprised. You know you won, bitch.
All right, next up, we got Daya Betty. What you think about this look? Yo, Daya has had some strong looks on the runway this time around.
They did. Mostly everybody showed up tonight. I had one small Chase Cassidy thing for this look. And it's a note that I've had for her since I saw her promo look in season 14. I just wanted a little bit more of a boom in the waist, just a little bit. But the materials it's made out of, I get it. And so I don't even give a fuck. This is everything.
Yeah.
And then if she came down the runway and had on nothing but from the neck up and the shoes, Daya. And this also you didn't need to be doing all of that. Daya, it was unnecessary. You were doing great in all the challenges and you knew you had this in your suitcase, bitch, please. Girl.
Like, seriously, man, come on. Anyway, Daya, this look was fucking fantastic. Maybe you should stop playing with your motherfucking self and stop acting like you don't know that you're that bitch. Because again, still to this day, one of the best comebacks ever in Drag Race history.
Ever. An actual contender to win. Because, and I constantly, I go back to it. It's rent free in my head. That last challenge they had on that season, the catwalk video. She fucking ate those girls. The look, everything. The bitch. Daya, like, that was so unnecessary. And it was like, it put a little bit of a stain on your run because you've been eating it. And like, we didn't need that. You didn't need that, girl. You worry about that 1 point, sister, please. Especially after the lip sync. Let's hurry up. Let's go. Because.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. One more. We got one more. Alyssa Betty, thank you so much. Go home.
You ain't gonna do.
Okay. All right. Y'all, if you've been watching us for some time, get down in the comments. Y'all know what it is that we are tired of. We do not care to see any more Marie Antoinette. And this is Michelle's second PSA. And somebody still did Marie Antoinette. I don't care if Marie Antoinette is done in paper. I don't care if Marie Antoinette is done in metal. I don't care if Marie Antoinette is done in sand. I don't care if this bitch comes out of a red clay mold. I don't give a fuck if the bitch come on stage in aluminum foil or leaves and trees. She could be and wrapped in damn cotton. It could be a cotton version of Marie Antoinette, just cotton balls everywhere, bitch. I don't care. I don't want to see Marie Antoinette. Leave her and her separated and severed head elsewhere. We don't want it, man. We don't. We don't want it. So that's why I say, Acid Betty, thank you. If you have something, Chase, that you would like to add to that, go ahead, girl.
The only thing I'm going to add to it is I want to say I appreciated, even though I did not like the look, I appreciated the subversion because I expected her to come out in something hard and like dark, and she went in a softer route, and I appreciated that from her. Now we can talk about Cuckoo.
Great. Cuckoo. Ooh, my girl.
Now we all know I'm about to applaud Cuckoo for something. Now we all know she looked a mess. That was not the tea. That look was Cynthia. Even when they was in the workroom and she had it up on the table, I was like, where are we going with this? That said, two things that I loved. The color on her, everything. Also, neck up, makeup, hair, favorite thing I've ever seen on her. I think she looked the best that she's looked in that way, but that dress was the FOOL. The FOOL. It was the fool. It was. She looked better in her lip sync number than she did in that. I don't know what was going on, but like you knew, and the fact that you only had 3 looks to do is what bothers me.
And you wanted to tie liver cancer to this.
We didn't need to do that.
Regardless if liver cancer was attached to it or not, it was still trash.
Yeah, we didn't like that.
Yeah, no. Just no, man. Go back to Party City where you came from.
It was literally Party City. Even down to the like, I don't like just throw. I don't know what she was going for, but I didn't like it. But again,
Pinata. That's what she was going for. That was the only goal.
Shit. Waiting for some Smarties and warheads to fall out of her or something.
Like, more.
Listen, like I said though, I love the color and I think she looked beautiful in the face and her hair. I love that fucking big ass pony. Like that was everything.
Yeah, she looked gorgeous.
Yeah, she should have just came out there in the lip sync number and said it was paper and be like, "This is paper, mamita." Like she should have just.
I just come out there as a sheet of paper, like I guess on a Joella effect,
Period.
and just cut a little hole in for the face.
I am excited. No, we'll get there. We'll get there. It's something about her look, but it's gonna be tied in with something we talk about later.
All right, so y'all, let's get into this lip sync. So, excuse me. So, with that being said, the top 2 people are Daya Betty and Ginger Minj, and then the ones left to fight for their life as Acid Betty, Cynthia Lee Fontaine, Alyssa Hunter, and unfortunately my girl Denali. But that is not all the end. The judges still get to pick one girl from each bracket to send on over to the semifinals and for a chance to compete for the $200,000. And yeah, so it might not be all over, for my girl, but we'll see. But we get down to this lip sync, and they are lip syncing to Mama Used to Say by Junior. And I just got to say this was a slay on one side, and if I was Ginger Minj, I would have just went and popped a squat and just sat down and enjoyed the show.
Because the show was good.
It was great. Daya embodied every piece of that song. Usually she gives white boy, white girl dancing on stage, very much that. But I don't know what was in it for her, but whatever she tapped into, she did exactly what needed to be done.
Killed it. fucking killed it. Daya Betty, if you watch,
Yeah.
if you ever see this clip, you ate that shit.
Yes.
That was my favorite lip sync of hers across the show ever. I didn't know she performed like that. And that was
Well, yes, you did. Don't you sit up there and tell that lie. Yes, you did. You saw what she went and did in the damn video that we just mentioned. You know that she could give a little something when she turns it on. But I think
no,
for her, she got to be hungry
not in
for
the
it.
lip sync though. Not in the lip sync.
Oh,
See,
got it.
like in the challenges, yeah, but like in the lip sync, it's always been like, yeah, this is good. Like it's nothing to write home about. This is something to write home about. She ate this, man. This was fantastic.
Yeah.
She looked good.
She did.
With
And I think just the hair, the outfit, everything worked in her favor for this lip sync. She bodied that shit. Bodied it. And Ginger knew.
Ginger looked crazy. She did. She should have had like some sort of like clown lip sync number or something to kind of go with that. If she knew she was gonna paint her face like that for her look,
well, the thing is, she shouldn't have wore that. So that was the first mistake. She shouldn't have wore that. She should have had something else. She should have had pearls elsewhere than on her wig line. But who am I? What do I know? I just have a little bit of taste, they say. Yeah, no, she shouldn't have wore that. And I guess if I was to ever go on Drag Race, mark this moment, I just would look at everything that's already been presented on the stage, and I would want nothing of the sort to be in my package. That's just me. I don't know.
Well, y'all heard Cynthia nudes first.
Cynthia Lee Fontaine nudes.
Okay.
But yeah.
Her name is not Cynthia. I just say that because
but yeah, I don't know. So that was it, man. But needless to say, Daya Betty, she won that one, and she gets that $10,000 cash prize, and she gets one extra tournament of All Stars point.
Benefactorism badge.
Benefactoris badge. Simone was the one.
Yeah.
Like,
it's her fault.
Yeah. But so yeah, she won that. And then now we are going on to the motherfucking MVQ points. So this is when the shit gets real. Usually the lip sync is the climax of the episode.
Yeah.
But this one, the MVQ point stole the show. And we find out that Cynthia Lee Fontaine is going to be going forward, and very, very deserving of this moment. Very deserving. Cynthia Lee Fontaine has come in and been super kind to everybody. Everybody loves her. When the girls are arguing and going back and forth when Alyssa and Daya. I'm gonna let you cover that because I saw that and I was like, Chase is gonna live for this.
I was living. She already had it in the confessional earlier, and I cracked up because I was like, not only is it the chocolate, but this bitch stoned it too. Like it was everything. And the thing about it is that it's not even like it's a man's chocolate. Like that's for a nigga. Like she just. But no, like I was cracking up when she did that. No, because you're right, man. Like and I think they cut to it and I saw it somewhere. Alyssa Betty was saying like, yo, like I couldn't come in here and be nasty and be a bitch and all of this when I'm getting all of this love and beauty, all this love and beauty is around me. She was like, how could I do that? And RuPaul was like, yeah, we've really noticed a change in you. And she was like, girl, like, look at these people I'm around. So man, Cynthia, man, like those are the type of people, like they are rare. Rare. Like I can't really think of another girl who's been on this show off the top of my head who's like that. So
Candy Muse.
Imagine Candy Muse being kind. Imagine it. No, I'm glad. And also, even all that aside, she's been doing well in the challenges. Like it's not like the riggery, somebody had to get through.
Yeah.
And I was glad it was her. And Acid Betty, you are the real MVP of this episode, along with the Hispanic girls, because her giving her point to Cynthia in the beginning and the end of the episode is what put her over.
Yeah.
That's what put her over. And she was like, I want my votes to matter for my friend. And like that shit, man. Acid Betty for a full circle moment of I see a full human, and I love that shit. And I see loyalty, and I love that shit. And when she said, this is what I was talking about earlier, when she said, I am designing for Cuckoo in the next bracket, everybody go home.
She let them hoes know what was up from the beginning. So just so y'all are prepared.
I'm behind the machine for her this time.
I'm doing the bending.
I'm doing the bending. Shouts out to Acid Betty for doing the bending. Yes.
Yes. I can't wait for the semifinals to come on. It's made me more excited. I'm really excited to see how these queens are going to get together, like what the challenges is going to be. The formatting, we have no idea how the formatting is going to work. Like, is it going to be all 9 queens now in one room?
They are doing that. Yes, it's all 9 in the same room, which I'm excited about, but I'm not sure how they're going to, because Bruce said, they said it's going to be an elimination. So I'm like, is it going to be like do they get to vote? Is it going to be a lip sync for your life? Like how are they going to do it?
Yeah.
And that's kind of exciting. I see in the preview already, Mistress is already starting, and it's like, girl, you just don't want to win. Just say you don't want to win, because you're not going to win. Like, it's just, I think this season might have done more damage to her than good.
Think so. I think that they brought Mistress in for this reason.
Yeah.
So I think if anything, because I mean, she's a whole fucking troll on Twitter. Like, I don't know if you follow her on Twitter, but she stay in some shit on Twitter. Like, and she wakes up every morning and chooses violence. So
like, it's a way to do it to where you doing what you're doing, but you're still likable, you're still crownable, you're still able to do TV and like be Corey King versus Mistress.
Yeah, but I think that Corey King actually excuse me. I think that Corey King actually is just naturally funny.
Well,
and Mistress is just a bitch. And that's fine. Like, that's her persona. And there are people out there in the world that love bitches. Like, there's somebody for everybody.
I love a good bitch too. I do love a good bitch. Because I guess you know what it is, going into this season, she was one of my favorites. And I like, I would have had the same effect if Bosco came in like ruining her own chances for the crown. I'd be like, bitch, I'm rooting for you, ho.
Yeah.
And so like I think I'm rooting for her, and it's like at this point, like if somebody going home next week, I know they're not going to do it, but like she could go. I'm not rooting for her to win anymore. So I only want people that I want to win to be in there. Like, so like, girl, you can go ahead and go to the house. It's still going to be an interesting season. We still have fun characters here. Like, you can go. It's fine. I got Aja, I got Bosco, I got Irene, Ginger's here, like Lydia's here.
Period.
Go home.
I mean, Snatch Game's about to be crazy.
It's going to be a good Snatch Game.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good Snatch Game.
And they can just go ahead and bring back Thank You to Shit Fart and let Aja tear it up one more time. Just one more time. Just run it back. That was definitely the lip sync of the season so far.
Aja is good at Snatch Game too. Her Crystal Abasia is still up here in my head. Everything. This is gonna be a good Snatch Game. I'm thinking about the people who are there, and I'm like, yeah.
Because like, what is Lydia gonna do?
I'm interested because the guy she did on season 17, I didn't know exactly who he was, but even just the way she painted her face and was saying butthole was sending me.
Yes.
I'm trying to think. Bosco did Gwyneth Paltrow, and that was in season 14's Snatch Game, which that wasn't great, but also whatever. Gi-
Ginger. Ginger. Ginger gonna come in and fuck this shit up real quick and go home.
no, like that's you see what I mean when I'm like, this season would have been so much more fun and competitive had she and Georges not been there. Like the favoritism aspects and the like, just Ginger is she's good at this. This is what she.
So would you say it's the equivalent of how they brought in Jinx for the Queen's season, the all winners?
I think it's the equivalent of when they bought, and say what y'all want to say. It's the equivalent of them bringing in Raja for season 3 and having every damn a challenge be a sewing or a look challenge. Like that's,
Yeah.
you know, that was rigor mortis. That was from beginning because Rue invited her, called her and said, "Girl, come on the show." Like
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of like the equivalent to that. Ginger, I feel like Ginger and both her and Georges both knew coming back. This could possibly be my time.
Yeah.
And if you look at the challenges, they are set up in such a way that they succeed. They just are. When the merge happens, the first challenge you do is Snatch Game, girl.
Yeah.
You know Ginger is gonna eat this. You know that.
Yeah.
How about we have a design challenge where she don't have no help this time? How about that?
Yeah.
It'll be much more.
Not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
I want to see that and see her have to, if they're doing a lip sync for your life, because we don't know what they're doing. I want to see make her fight to stay, or make the girls vote and put out the strongest. Like girl, like see what they thought. What they thought was that in All-Star 6, they set it up. They were like, Ginger, we are going to crown Ginger this season. They set it up, but they didn't see Raja and Kylie coming. I am sorry.
No.
Y'all fucked it up like that, but don't make us go through a whole nother season of rigor mortis just because you want to apologize to this girl for not crowning her 2 other times when she should have. Girl, she should have been crowned the first time. Like, she should have been our first big girl winner. She should have won.
Yeah, I agree. Agreed.
And then she came in for All Stars 2, and she got ate up because Rolaska Tox was there. And then All Star 6, she got ate up because Kylie had her titties out. And now y'all trying to basically tell us that everybody else around her is not good. And I don't like that. I don't like it's at the expense of this very talented cast of queens.
Yeah, agreed. No, these are the facts though. Like these are the facts, but we gonna see what they giving next week.
Girl, how long was that rant? Girl, y'all, whew.
I got her all hot and bothered over there.
Yeah.
But y'all get down in the comments, let us know what y'all think. Let us know if you agree, disagree, all that good shit. Tell us, fuck y'all ain't shit. If y'all want to, it's cool. We welcome it all.
I mean, I'm gonna gather you in the comments. I'm gonna embarrass you, but thanks for the comment.
I mean, we didn't say what might come. We didn't talk about the consequences.
Yeah.
But we will
do negativity around here, darling. We don't do that. We don't.
Listen, this is a safe space. You can come here and be yourself, but there are always consequences. Okay, just know. Listen, I hate to rig you up like they doing this competition for Ginger now.
Okay.
But nah, we appreciate y'all for tuning in on this episode. Get down in the comments. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you also check out the merch at shopthecookout.com. And always we'll see you the next week when the new episode airs. And we're going to be right here to bring you the inside and outs of this crazy competition. So with that being said, we're going to catch y'all on the flip side. And we are out. Peace, y'all.
Give me the honey, give me the honey.